Nancy here, and I need to go over really quick because I've missed it before. What is a small water system? Water systems have various classifications, and they are based on service connections, which is ties to a house, and population size. A public water system is 15 service connections, or if it has 25 people a day for more than 60 days of the year. That requires a certified water operator to come and oversee the system, or have one of you all become a certified water operator. A community water system is 5 connections, and it can be overseen by a water manager. And then you have a certified water operator come out and take testing. All of these things require a consistent educational platform. Often you can get that through the state online, or you can go and sit in on classes. You need to keep records and reports on everything that you're doing. A small water system operator will keep the system running efficiently and deliver safe and pleasing water to a community. But the first thing that the small water system operator needs to do is create a baseline for the water system and do a test that's a thorough water test that gives you a report on everything that's in your water. When they're working in the field and they're working on infrastructure, they need to be placing signs, barricades, traffic cones, whatever, to keep the public safe so they don't drive their car into holes or, have mistakes. They need to design an as-built, which I'll go over in a while, but an as-built is, as the system is built, what is in the ground. And that's the responsibility of the water operator or the water manager. The systems that is a community water system needs to consider having a water board. A small water system, it needs to have a water manager. And as I said, they need to have continuing education. They need to estimate and justify budget requests from the community. They need to figure out how much each community member needs to pay in to keep the water system running and safe. There needs to be a public notification of the water quality. Now, when I say monthly, I'm talking about for the 15 connections, 25 people and up. Quarterly or biannual would be good for the 5 connections. But make sure someone's testing the water. I want to make sure that the water operator and that the community understands boil water notices, and that's when a microbiological contaminant has been identified, and that it can be rendered safe when you boil the water or by using boiled water or bottled water. The water supply for a do not drink notice has an acute contaminant that cannot be rendered safe by boiling water. So a do not drink notice is different from a boil water notice. And you need to get an approved water source to make sure that you have a safe water to drink. The next one is a do not use notice, and that is when the water supply has an unknown contaminant or that exposure to the water could adversely impact public health. And often that's tied to heavy metals or to a chemical leak, a contaminant leak. When you create a small water system board, please use some sort of a methodology that will keep the meetings going forward. I recommend Rosenberg's Rules of Orders. It was written by Judge David Rosenberg. It's a simple rules of parliamentary procedure during a meeting. Often you'll have someone come in that has an axe to grind about something that isn't necessarily water related, or it isn't something that is the water system's responsibility. It's something in their own home, or they're angry at a neighbor. This becomes a problem. So Rosenberg's Rules of Order, if you post down below in the comments, I will send you Rosenberg's Rules of Order. I may in fact try to post it underneath this message. The next thing is a water operations plan, an as-built, what I referred to earlier. And that's a technical, managerial, and financial assessment form of the community water system. And I have put together a form that is several pages long, and it goes through what is your water system, who's responsible for it, what are the state identification numbers, everything that might involve a succession from one manager or one water operator to the next, because there's nothing more difficult than inheriting a water system and having no idea what's under the ground. And it was put in, I actually had one put in 1935, and the people were trying to figure out what happened in 1935 to assemble a small water system that was now 200 people or 200 connections. So as you can see, there's a lot that goes into running a water system, but once you have it put together, it's a fine-tuned machine and your people stay healthy.